Good morning, welcome in for another vlog of myself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK. First things first we need to do is go over the vehicle, make sure everything's all safe and secure for the road. Unit, I've done it already, but however, trailer still need to do our vehicle checks, just got underneath it. And also, check the load and secure it as well. First of all, make sure the door and the locks working the way they should be, open it, close it, etc. Nothing hanging off. We'll go be checking electrics shortly once we're connected. There's no damage to the side of the curtain or these straps. And most importantly, the tyres need to make sure none of them look like they've been damaged or anything that's loose. Rims all good, no damage to the side of the wall. And the tread is good as well. And you want to get right in there if you can. No damages to the side of the bars. Now the electrics are connected. Side markers are looking good. Got minor damage there, but nothing too bad. It's not anything sharp, so it's not like a PG9 or anything. Lights are working the way they should be. We've got heavy pallets loaded, i.e. tails, so we're going to need some straps. Arrived over at the hub because we've got to get loaded up with an extra 13 pallets. And the reason why I've been loaded up in two different destinations is because the first lot are tiles and they came in a container yesterday. I think I might have dropped some off myself actually. And the second lot are all palletised goods what have been collected throughout the network from our various different clients. And the first job we're going to is Asda over in Lutterworth, and it's a 10 o'clock booking, and the time is currently 6 AM. Put our Holy energy drink in the fridge for a little bit later on, so it's nice and cold. And the flavour I've gone for today is Fruity Frog. It's a lovely one, and it's definitely worth giving a try. They come in little sachets like so, and all you do is mix it up with water, give it a shake, and then they're ready to drink. Links are down below if you do want to save yourself a couple of quid by using the discount codes. From our hub, we picked up tissues and bricks. Now these things definitely do need strapping. Don't ever risk bricks when they're like this. Since we don't have any of these anchor points in the centre, what we're going to be doing, you can put them there if you really want, but they sometimes come off when you're on the other side. So better is to go right underneath the girder. To reach our destination at Asda, it's 117 miles away, and we're due to get there, I'm going to say 3 hours with traffic included, so it should be just before 10 o'clock. Not exactly the best start for our little journey, but the wheels are in motion. That's what needs take into consideration. It could be worse. Kind of. Did I just jinx it? I think I might have. I'm always doing that. Really am. So we've still got 112 miles to go. To be fair, it's 20 past 7 at the moment. It's quite common for it to be really heavy congested around this section of the motorway. When I get past, I'm going to say the limb services, it should clear up. And then get back up to 56. But for the time being, stop start. If there's ever any incidents on the M62 as well, it does affect this part of the M6, because this is where the slip road is to get onto the M62. Then you got the heavy traffic coming from the M62 to get onto the M6, which causes a lot of congestion as well. Scared for the biker. You up, mate? How doing, you alright? Do a little shout out to Dave, one of the subscribers, just bumped into her then in the truck. Thought I could smell some rubber burning. Looks like the low loader here has just pulled over. Got some issue with the brakes maybe. A lot of smoke coming from the middle axle. Just giving plenty of space. There's Dave again. Have a safe travels down, mate, to Leicester. Came from Scotland this morning as well. Must have started about 4 o'clock in the morning. It eased up a little bit, getting past Woolston Junction. Now again, it's just a little bit more congestion with the M56. Still travelling down the M6 southbound and currently passing past Stoke. 82 miles left to go now. And the time is currently 10 past 8. This morning has absolutely flown past. I think there's only the first delivery which is booked in at a time slot. I think the other ones are just a case of turn up when you can. And I do believe, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think one's in Sheffield. I think the other one might be in Leicester. I could be wrong about that. I'll have to double check the paperwork a little bit later on. But if the tiles are in Sheffield, I know I've got an idea of which client it could be as well. It's got quite a tight yard. It's what I'm thinking of. Looks like it might rain a little bit later on. A lot of overcast. Still nice and warm though, so it's not too bad. Sometime later now, we're just approaching the M6 toll road. Came down the toll because we need to get there before 10 o'clock ideally. And the time is currently 9 o'clock with 45 minutes left to go. Still got to travel 36 miles before we are at our client. And of course, going down toll road, in the long run, you're probably saving money anyhow because of driver wages and fuel, stop start, etc. Being sat in traffic at Birmingham at this time of the day, I can imagine it'll probably add a good hour onto the day if I was to go through past Wolverhampton Junction, and then you got the M5, and then Spaghetti Junction. There's another little bit of setback going towards some of the other junctions that's coming through Birmingham. I'm hoping there's not an issue with the bus because I thought it would have been moving by now. I've definitely picked the wrong lane, that's for sure. Job's a good in. £17 to get through the toll road. Luckily it doesn't cost me anything, as we swipe our fuel card to get through. Yeah, key fuels, believe it or not, they're accepted at the M6 toll road. It's just so much better, isn't it, going up and down this toll, traffic wise at least. Approaching the junction for 7A for the M42, and we're still getting people jumping across lanes last minute. Kind of annoying, to be honest. Don't want to rant about it too much, but one of my pet hates. If you can see traffic in the lane, just get in the lane nice and early. Don't slam on your brakes and nearly cause an accident, so you can save a little bit of time. There's another one just gone in. Not too far from Rugby Services now as well. We'll be joining onto the rest of the M6 shortly. And we've got 26 miles in total to go. Time's currently 9:15. Oh yikes. Not exactly what we needed. I'm going to try and move over. I've got a feeling a lot of the traffic is getting built up from the next junction. But it's going to be a long queue in lane 1 to come off, and then lane 2 people are going to be trying to jump across. I'm just hoping there's not been an accident, because it's been stood still for a couple of minutes. And when it's all at a standstill or stop start like this, it's not really a good sign in general. So I'm starting to think there might be a little bit more than just a bit of congestion. Signs above for lane closure. Not too sure which lane just yet. That's not a good sign if we've got lane closure as well, unfortunately. It's currently 10 to 10. The ETA now has dropped right back to 20 past 10. So already it's put me back at least half hour on this little bit of traffic. It's come up towards Coventry Junction, well, just past Coventry Junction, but there's a build up going towards there. And we're coming off at Rugby. I'm quite tempted to jump up, I think it's the M69, and then join on the A5 and drop back down. I think the M69's coming up not too far away. I think it's only like a junction or two away. So if that's the case, if it's still fairly heavy, but we've got options anyhow. It's only 15 miles left to go. That's a nice little classic car coming up on the left. It's alright, belt of that. Absolute pristine condition as well. I like it when I see the old classic cars still on the roads. Oh, we've got a big red X there. Quite a few drivers to try and get up through it. Big no-no. Just like so. The van driver here now coming across. And Mr. Mercedes. Looking ahead, it looks like it's the junction for the M69, which is actually closed. You got a van now coming down, ignoring the red X. And there's a speed camera on this one as well, so the camera would get him. It nearly causes an accident instead, coming across. Got a BMW now. Hopefully they got flashed. I was just observing the WS truck next to me and the red truck on the back. I was thinking, that looks a little bit odd for a rigid maybe, but then I thought to myself, it looks like it could be a small fire engine but without the fire engine equipment attached to it. It's a P320 Scania, and you can see the seats in the back behind it as well, and another extra door and the yellow handle. I was thinking, right, that's got to be a fire truck, but without all the equipment attached to it yet. Looks quite cool actually. I think we've made it just in time with 5 minutes to spare. Time is just approaching 25 minutes past 10. Really has gone quick this morning though. We've been this one quite a few times, so I know exactly what to expect. And I could be here for, say, last time I think I was there for about half hour. Really, really good. Time before that I think I was there for 4 hours. So it's a big difference, really. Every time I come here, it's either really quick or really long. It's never really in the middle. So following road down for the IDC. Not really too sure what the IDC stands for. Something distribution centre, possibly. Because you've got ADC further down, that's the warehouse as you first come into Magna Park. Why are these going so slow? It's 30 miles an hour. Not even 20 miles per hour, 15 miles per hour I think they were doing then. There we are, and with our paperwork we've got to put the purchase order number. Ooh. Barriers are normally down. Not complaining. Let's go straight through. All booked in and goods in, and the goods have been accepted. Now all we need to do is wait in line until it's free right down at the end to get offloaded by a forklift, which is the best option for us to get unloaded, as it's the quickest one, instead of going onto a bay and then waiting around for a few hours. Doesn't look to be a lot of space for me, but I need to try spin it round behind the truck at the end, which is getting loaded up with pallets, and then reverse into that bay next to where the bollards are, with the blue pallets right across in front of me. As you can see, for the truck, it's just reversing in. That's as far back as they can go. We don't have a lot of space to try and straighten everything up and get in position, but we like a challenge, don't we? So let's go for it. Try to get a good angle. Now do a hard left turn. Take it nice and slow. We're pretty much jackknifing at the moment. And then slowly going around to the right. A little bit more right steer. A bit more right steer again. Go forward. Take it back nice and slow. Straighten it up. There we go. That's pretty much as far forward I can go, by the way, because of these pallets. As far back as we can go as well. We're finally out, and we're finally on our way to our next destination. The time is just hit 20 to 1. We've been there for 2 hours and 20 minutes all in all. A little bit longer than what we wanted, and a little bit longer than what was ideal, because now we've got to try and take a half-hour break. I've had a 15-minute whilst I was inside. I'm going to stick it on a half-hour break shortly. I've got 1 hour.
Your schedule has changed. Nope. You have been rerouted. You should now head towards RJ Stokes, Rother Valley Way, Holbrook, Sheffield, South Yorkshire, S23RW. To make a delivery, advise you pull over as soon as possible and review the new schedule. The delivery has been removed from your current schedule. Advise you pull over as soon as possible to review the new schedule. The sequence of your current schedule has changed.
Right.
Advise you pull over as soon as possible to review the new schedule.
So now I need to ring the office just to double check whether the 5 pallets of bricks are actually getting delivered or not, because by the sounds of it, it's been removed. So that was our next one. So I need to take a 30-minute break. I've got 1 hour left on driving time, and we're due to get to Leicester, which is job number 2, in 16 miles and about 30 minutes drive to get there. On Google Maps, it looks quite nice and easy to get up there, so it shouldn't really be too bad, but it just depends if we are actually going there or not. So I'll be back shortly. Down in the comments on one of the previous videos, I was asked by one of the subscribers, what was the worst and tightest place I've ever delivered to? Well, instead of me explaining it, let me show you now. It's a little 4-minute clip. It's from vlog number 20. If you are interested, you want to go back and watch it, but this is how it went. All right, I need to get out and have a walk around, I think. Okay, there's no chance of driving down here, get around there. Bit of a tight one here, isn't it? Bit of a tight one, isn't it? Yeah, I'll try and pull it for you, mate. No chance. Yeah, YB68.
I'll find out.
Ta, thank you very much. When you make them moment decisions and you think, why did I do that? That's one of them now. I've got millimeters on that side, same here. That side there. Just where that white cow van is, or somewhere, or behind the white van if possible. Yeah, close. Where there is a will, there is a way. Jesus, that was close. Finally got in, but the problem is getting out now. Speaking to the guy, this is a paving stones. That's what they do. So they come in like this, a big rock form. It's got the saw at the top, like a bit of a blade, and it cuts it down into more manageable pieces from like one big rock. Yeah, so a little bit like what these are now. And then to go from here into the side of the factory. Oh Jesus, besides that saw, it cuts down these blocks after they've been at the other part. And then the end product is a little bit like this, like your paving stones, flags for your garden. Gotta admit, that's pretty frigging cool. Size of the blades, madness. And what an absolute legend, I've even got a nice pop from him. Now, let's see if we can actually get out of this place. But now, I've got to do a blind reverse out of this yard where we are, get around the van's parts up at the top, and then hopefully, nobody else's parts on the corners. Just come back out the yard, and now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more cars in the way. Great. I've literally just had to run back to the pub because all them cars are just all over the place. Nobody's like owning up to the cars. So I'm like, if you got your car on the bridge, move it in a minute or just go get hit by a truck. Simple as that. Don't park it there, please. Safe to say that kind of worked as well because a lot of people didn't move the cars. This is the moment of truth now. Can I get out? Oh, no. Right, the cars are moved, which is good. Got to do a hard right. And And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the tightest yard that I've ever made a delivery to. I hope you did enjoy it. It's a little snippet. It's vlog number 20 if you want to go check it out. And also, I do apologise in advance. It was a little bit shaky. I do know that. I'd just seen it on the editing just then. Didn't think it was so bad, but hey ho. Hopefully the vlogs have improved since then. And you would not believe the last couple of hours that I've had. What an absolute nightmare. I got to the client, which was over in Leicester. Well, it's on the outskirts of Leicester. Got there, pulled up into the yard, turning around, FLT guy came up, was coming over towards me, got a phone call off the office. Right, you can't make that delivery, you need to go around the corner to one of the pallet track companies and they're going to make it instead. Something to do with paperwork or getting confirmation that it's been correctly delivered, because we've got no paperwork basically from the client for it. So a little bit messing about. Took a 30-minute break and now we've just arrived at the pallet track network people. Who is it? TransLink Express Logistics. So we're here dropping 5 pallets off and then making our way to Sheffield, hopefully in time to make the delivery of the remaining 11 pallets. Our final delivery over at Sheffield is going to be 61 miles to get there, and we're going to be arriving just gone 4 o'clock. It's currently 2:30, so we're looking at about an hour and a half to get there. Hopefully they're going to accept it and there's not going to be any issues today. There's been a bit of messing around today, unfortunately. Oh, it's a busy road, this one, isn't it? That's a 40. A little bit further up looks like a 60. So some people are still going a little bit faster than 40, so I need to be careful with that. Perfect, been flashed, thank you very much, thank you. Right then, let's get back onto the M1 and then follow it all the way up to Sheffield. I'm going to put postcode in. I don't think the client was too far off the motorway, which is always good. And then to get back, it looks like the best route will probably be going up to Leeds and then driving back down the M62. So I've done a really big loop today. No, we'll have by the end of the day. Oh, nice and warm at the moment, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. What is that in UK's language? I'm not too sure why it's in Fahrenheit. 25 degrees, there you go, 77 is 25. Thankfully, when you're waiting for the service, that's over the weekend, they've managed to change the default setting from kilometers per hour to miles per hour. Believe it or not, since I had this truck, since day one, it's been default as kilometers per hour. So every time I turned the engine off and put it back on, I had to go in the settings and change it all the time. It was such a pain in the backside. And now they've changed it, so fantastic. But however, the temperature's still in Fahrenheit as default, so I just had to change it quickly. minor inconvenience, nothing big. It only takes 2 minutes really, flick through the settings. Oh, have I got something good to show you guys as well? I got a new fan. However, you're gonna have to wait until tomorrow because I left it in the car boot. I forgot this morning because I was in a little bit of a rush with everything that was going on. So tomorrow's vlog, I will include it, and it's a fantastic fan. It really is. So for all you trampers out there, I would recommend this product 100% to you. It blows up to 10 miles per hour. It's pretty much silent, and it's got its own giant battery pack attached to it, which can last, I believe it's up to like 40 hours constantly on. And also if you go camping, you can hang it up, you can put it into your tent. It's great. I'm gonna put links down below anyway in this video, just in case you're interested, you can have a look at it. And when I get discount links sorted out, I'll pass them over to you guys as well. Save a couple of quid for yourself. But yeah, it's a great one. My little USB fan, I'm not going to be needing that anymore. And it's perfect time for this heat as well. But it's just really hot and sticky when you're sleeping inside the truck. You can't really have aircon kept inside, kept it on whilst you're sleeping, because the engine needs to be running. But yeah, I had to go over there last night, and yeah, it's a great piece of kit. I know I do put products on every so often, but I wouldn't recommend any products that I wouldn't use myself or think is good. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't put like stuff from Temu on, no offense to Temu or anything like that, or anything which is going to break, shall I say, within like a week or two of having it, and you're spending a lot of money. Yeah, so any products that I do use, I will use myself, and you know, a recommend type thing if they're only good. If that makes sense. Yeah. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is right. That is one of the orange phones. I've just had to make a phone call because we've had a little bit of an issue with one of the tyres, to say. I'm really unsure how it's actually happened, to be honest. I think I've drove over something, and when I've drove over it, I think it's hit the mudguard, and somehow the middle mudguard is lifted up, but the first axle mudguard has gone down and got trapped in between the two tyres, and then it's just peeled the tread right off the tyre. So I'm going to put two pictures up here for you now, just so you can see, but not got a clue what happened there. Now in the meantime, I've just got to wait 60 to 90 minutes. Luckily it's nice weather out here for the call out to come for us. Luckily this is not a regular thing. Just been looking over the pictures again, and still can't work out how it's actually happened. Because where the mudguard arches are, the one folds in, one folds that way. And it's a case of that one in the middle has gone upwards, but the one in the down. I was just thinking actually, I can show you on this side pretty much a demonstration of what's actually happened. So the wind's really windy around here. In quite a safe location anyway, where I am, it's okay. So something's hit the mudguard. This mudguard has gone upwards, hit into that, and then this one is folded down, a little bit like so. And then it's peeled the middle rim. So the picture you see me where I'm holding something up, that's the middle tread, just getting held up. But the tread on them is really good tread. It's like that all the way through on the other side as well. But unfortunately, it's not just one breakdown I've got to wait for, it's two. Because we need the tyre changing and the mudguards times two changing as well. So that's going to be a little bit more of a delay. Both of them have said approximately 1 hour to get here, but depends on traffic, it could be a bit more, a bit less. So apologies in advance for everybody. It might have got stuck when the lanes get closed for about an hour and a half whilst we're getting everything fixed. Sorry. Lots of tyres have now arrived. Our patrol now here as well. So it begins. Lane 1 closure. You've got to give it to them. I would not like to be doing that right now. too many idiots on the road, isn't there? Sorry again, guys. At rush hour as well. It's just hit 5 o'clock. Tyre fit is nearly done. Still got lane closures. So the second fit has just arrived now, just as Lodge tyres are about to be finished. And he's going to have a look over there. That's right. So they're getting it all sorted. That's the new mud guards going on. Speaking to the lad on a highway patrol as well, and what some of the stuff he's been telling me is absolutely crazy. And hats off to the guys, how much of an amazing job to do, highway patrol. You don't realise how dangerous it really is as a job. And just standing here right now, the amount of people what are still in the first lane and then moving over very last second, or driving past with a mobile phone out trying to record as if an accident's here, and then they'll crash into the vehicle in front of him, is absolutely crazy. Big shout out to Ty as well for all his help. So thanks very much, guys. Appreciate it all. Have a good one, mate. You too, buddy. Honestly, some of the stories that Ty's been telling me about is unreal. For doing a good job, keeping us all safe, I really appreciate it, dude. Now, here's a little bit of a dangerous part. Lane 1 is still closed, so we should be able to get our speed up. And again, I'd just like to reiterate how much of good work the highway patrol people have done. Really do appreciate all the support, getting everybody home safely. Still can't believe it happened. Really can't believe it. Lodge tyres, fantastic. The other guy was good as well, fitting 2 mud guards, and everybody's going home safe. That's the most important thing. Right then, the time is now 6:10. Hey, been in since 5 o'clock this morning. Where are we going to pull up for the night? There's a service station a couple of miles down, but it's quite a small one. And I've never really stayed here before. I don't know if it's going to be a Snap Services or not. So let's pull in. If it is a Snap service, what was saying that? How far's Donington? I might just spin it around to Donington if it's easier. Because Donington's only the next junction behind, and it's bigger services, and it is Snap as well. And then just set off early in the morning really, and the junction's just here where I am, so I'm only going 1 junction back on myself. So yeah, let's do that. Let's come off here, get to Donington, because I know the big services, plenty of parking. We can stay there for the night, and then tomorrow morning we just carry on our journey. Moment of truth. Is there any space for little Aphrodite? Can we get her parked up? I've done a lot of work here recently as well, and they've extended the amount of spaces, which is always good. Put more security barriers up. It's made it overall more secure. Oh, I might have to park there in a bush by the looks of it. Oh no, it's full. Ah, they're shaking their head. Looks like it might be full. Oh dear. Trowell is the next one northbound, but that is a lot smaller than this one. Trying to think. Where else can we stay? Where can we stay, guys? It looks like every single space is full. And I've got an hour and a half to try and find somewhere. Well, an hour and 40 minutes. So we should be able to find somewhere at least. So I'm not worried just yet. No parking any time around here. Got the big bollards up around this section. I mean, I could park here technically. Worst case scenario. Let's see if there's any room at the inn over at Trowell. I doubt it because these are quite small. Well, I've got 1 hour and 25 minutes left. Worst case scenario. It's currently 7:15, so I really want to park up for the night. Since I started at 5 o'clock this morning. Nope. Oh, there we go. Could go there. You know what? That's going to have to do. That's going to have to do there for the night. I'm in the bay, kind of just sticking out a little bit there, but there's plenty of space. And I can't really get too close to the curb with the back end, just because the way it's parked, right over there. So my back doors are pretty much near his window. So I don't want to cause an accident or anything. And then all I have to do is, if they wake up after me, all I need to do is go straight forward, like I am Anglewood now, and they can go straight out. Right, then, let's go pay for parking. Looks like we've got plenty to choose from. Greggs, KFC, Burger King, W.H. Smith's. That's tonight's dinner sorted. That's dinner taken care of. White hot chocolate with a shot of gingerbread. Definitely worth having to finish off the night. And I'll go put my feet up and watch a bit of Game of Thrones. Today was not meant to be a night out, but however, I always keep a bug out bag with me. So I've got a spare pair of clothes, towel, everything that I need for tomorrow. So I'm nice and fresh, so I don't need to worry about that. If you're new to driving, or if you're driving all the time, just take a little bug out bag with you. You never know. Today, for an example, I was meant to be at home for 7 o'clock, and instead I'm sat here in the services. It's always better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. That's my motto. Good morning, world. Bright and early. Time is just approaching 6 a.m. And today looks like it's going to be a nice day. Not a cloud in the sky. I had a great night's sleep though. I think I was asleep for about 9:30, woke up 5:30, get a shower, have a wash, hit the road for just gone 6 o'clock. Nice and quiet as well. That way. Luckily they have the separate area. Showers are fairly clean, not a lot of space to get changed, but what's happened here? How can you forget your towel, your boxes and your socks? Just don't make sense. How have you forgot to pack them? There's no one else there. That's breakfast taken care of, thanks to Greggs, and a nice little FaceTime call with the family. Time to hit the road now. And to reach our destination this morning, we're looking at about 50 minutes drive to get there, 30 miles away. I think they open between 7:30, 7, so if we leave in a minute, we'll get there nice and early. Before we do hit the road, quick walk around, make sure we're not picked up any punches or any defects. Nice new tyre and mudguards. Yep, all looks good. Now we just need to try and squeeze ourselves out of this little space. So right in my eyes. Just got to be careful of the truck behind. Luckily I did leave it on a little bit of an angle last night. Must have known. The reason why I went so far back, I didn't want the tail swing when I pull out of that little bay to hit the truck behind. So I want to try and get the unit straight as I can. But what an absolutely beautiful day it is. Well, it's a little bit tight, try and get out. Especially when you've got the raised curb on the passenger side. Very close. I'm glad I got here when I did. I wouldn't fancy being in this situation like these two. I think they've been there for the night as well. A little bit of a grey area parking there. It's technically classed as the motorway, not the services. Go on Aphrodite, get some power. You've already got 10 ton on you. Yo, last night I slept like an absolute baby. Didn't disturb whatsoever. Must have needed it. One of the best sleeps I've had in a long time. Don't tell the wife. Right, so we're following this up for pretty much the next 24 miles, 25 miles. And all 4 lanes are following up for the M1, which is good. I forgot to give the windscreen a bit of a wash, so I do apologise. There's lots of bits on the outside, lots of screech marks. Not really too sure what we've got planned for the rest of the day though. I think they originally planned me in for a 12 o'clock booking. I think it's on Knowsley, and that's to be delivered in Widnes. However, it's going to be a little bit tight for timing wise, because it's about 3 hours to get back from where I am now. So if I leave this yard at 8 o'clock, we're in the area for about 11, but then I need a break, so I might just make it for 12. I'll give them a phone call when I'm on the way down, just confirm if that's what they want me to do, or is there something else. I believe someone is phoning sick today, so I was speaking to Andy last night and he was saying they might be moving some of the work around a little bit. So let's go play it by ear. Departed the M1 and currently travelling down the A6 135. Slow down, doing 25 miles per hour. Way below the limit. Oh, reminds me, actually, I need to try I'll stop over at one of these little local shops where possible. That's the tricky part, driving these trucks. Try and find somewhere to park if you need to nip into the shops. Trust me, there's not a lot of space. Can't just pull it up on this road and block the whole road off. Not the most fun road to try and drive down when you got a brick wall. But it'll take your mirrors out if you get too close, and it's a fairly narrow little road. I have been down here before, so I know it's okay for me to come down. So stop here for a little bit. As it's quite tight, a bit of an S-bend, I don't want the trailer to cut the corner. Thank you. Should open up a little bit more now. You won't think it, but it's a 50 miles per hour down this road as well. Would not like to be doing 50 miles per hour in a truck on these type of roads, would you? There we go, jumping onto Rotherham Road next. I feel like my ears have just popped. Yeah, you got like an Audi or a little here on the left. Well, that's quite lucky. I just had a frying pan come out the top. I forgot to shut the top cupboard. And when I went over that little bump, the frying pan's come flying out. Oh my word. Ah, if it's the place I'm thinking of, I've actually been here before. I recognise coming from this direction to a tile place. To take that nice and wide. If it is the place I'm thinking of, they've got a really big yard that I can just drive in, spin it round, which is always good. Time is currently 7:10. I'm due to get there in the next 5 minutes. And welcome to the city of Sheffield. Luckily when I've arrived, they've just started, so it's not too bad timing. Let's get that off. In the meantime, let's go get these straps, make a little pile here, like so. So the FLT driver could be offloading on the other side then. using our little gizmo, our little ratchet winder. Let's get them nice and straight. Literally takes 30 seconds or so per strap. That's one side done. Our next destination is 110 miles away, and we're looking about 2.5 hours to get there over at Liverpool. A couple more narrow roads coming down, and if that's yourself on your test or anything, best of luck. Thank you very much for waiting. Not the best roads to drive down if you're learning, being honest with you. But I suppose it's good at the same time, because it does kind of get you used to your day-to-day life, really, as a truck driver. You do drive down a lot of roads like this. So if you're doing all your learning, then you know what to expect when you come to it after you're passed. You're welcome. Oh my word, it's so nice out today. Nice little view out the office window this morning. Currently 20 to 10. We've still got 60 miles left to go. Flash over. I'm always a bit wary about staying behind hay bales on a trailer. I know to strap down safely and everything, but after watching Final Destination, there's a couple of trailers I don't really fancy sitting behind. One of them is logs as well. Logging trailers, yeah. Yeah. That film scarred me for life. A little flash. Not sure why the car's going so slow in front of our driver at Morrison's. Oh, nearly had an accident then. Truck pulled out, car sped up a little bit in the same lane. Luckily it was averted. Going past Leeds, really good, no traffic whatsoever. Same with Wakefield. Overall it's been really good so far. Touch wood. Still got a lot of distance to cover. I am expected to hit quite heavy traffic around the Bolton junction, when Bolton, well, the motorway coming from Bolton joins onto the M62. It always gets really heavy, and it'll probably be really heavy until we get onto the M62 then, and then we're going to follow the M62 right down until we'll come off at Widnes, cut through Widnes, and then follow Speed Road down to Garston. And it's Weaver Industrial Estate, so it's the place we parked up at the other day. We was waiting for references, etc., for dropping off the empty containers. Don't know exactly where that is. I used to work there for a little bit, actually. Little fun fact for you. Actually, I've still got my Holy Energy drink in the fridge. I forgot about that. car's going to move over or stop. No. Yep, perfect, flashing for me. Thank you very much, really appreciate that. Let's get past the European trailer. And then back across. Absolutely love your view there to the right hand side over Halifax. Loving the view though, driving across the moors this morning. Nice and calm, no wind, makes a good difference. Especially when you got an empty trailer, the last thing you want to be doing is driving up the moors with heavy winds. I've done that a few times before. It's not that pleasant, it's really not. Wind is the nemesis of HGV drivers, that's for sure. We want that big grey cloud to carry on moving to the east, away from where we're going. Hopefully where we're going, it's right off in the distance where there's not that many clouds. What a belter of a classic car this one is. I don't really know what car it is. It's a left-hand drive. Looks like something from 1920s. Really nice. It's like a little pickup. Yeah, I like that. Chevrolet. That looks really smart. I'm not too sure if it's a case of actually being a classic car or just being a modder. Definitely looks cool though. We managed to get past the Bolton section. Not too bad actually, traffic was alright. However, the Swindon junction is a little bit more chaotic around this bit. As this is where, if us come off at the East Lancs, would have just came off, and now we're approaching Swindon and Worsley, and the 4 lanes split off into 2 different directions. So lanes 1 and 2 will stay to the left to go to the M602, which goes towards Manchester City Centre, and lanes 3 and 4 go off straight down to the M60 towards the Trafford Centre. And lanes 1 and 2 also, as they split off towards 602, you can actually divert it to go to 62 towards Liverpool. So in a minute you're going to have a lot of people when the 4th lane joins on, and then it's just absolutely wacky racers mode for about a mile when everybody tries to switch lanes last minute. A little bit like so.
Multiple new jobs have been added to your current schedule.
Oh.
Advise you pull over as soon as possible to review the new schedule. The sequence of your current schedule has changed.
Schedule update.
Advise you pull over as soon as possible to review the new schedule.
So as I was saying before, traffic, all the cars just dashing between all the lanes. So I was getting right over to the left hand side so don't get cut up in theory. Well, it's quite a high area for accidents around here as well. Right, 60 on the matrix. 602, darts off to the left, and then we stay on for 62 to go down towards Liverpool. Finally arrived now, and I'm not really too sure whereabouts the client actually is. I think it possibly could be on the estate itself. But I don't want to drive in this truck because I might get stuck. So let's go check down at the end, looking across the fence, see if we can actually see anything. I'll spin it round here, and then I'll have a walk inside the place, just so we can get a good look around. CEG, no, Cuban space I'm looking for. Plenty of space down at the end. I can just turn it round. Big T junction. It's not there, is it? No. Unit 6, Weaver Industrial Estate. Yeah, I think it might be on there. I've had a quick 15 minutes, just parked up on the side, just there, plenty of space. And let's have a little walk around, see if we can actually find the client. If you've never been anywhere before, it's always best to have a little walk around. Luckily, there's a security guard on the gate, so he's giving me directions of where to go. I'm just having a quick little walk down, and it's down this way. To be fair, it does actually open up quite a bit. And I just need to follow it down that bit, down that way. To be fair, it's a little bit bigger than I thought, and the guy said it is a little bit tight when you're getting down, so that's why I thought just have a quick little walk down just in case. This bit isn't too bad. It goes a little bit narrow, then opens up again, then goes a little bit more narrower. Sorry, mate. So it's down this little section. And here we are down at the end. Yeah, it wasn't too bad at all actually. Let's spin it into the yard, park it up and see where they want me. It's a nice little view out there though, isn't it? That's the collection all made. 20 pallets loaded on. And now we need to take them down to Widnes, which is only around the corner. But before we go to Widnes, there's a cafe on site here. So I'm just going to grab some lunch, park outside and take the 30-minute break. So I had a 15 before coming in, and now I'm just going to take the remainder of it, because I've only got 57 minutes left on driving time anyhow. And should be a cafe just here to the right according to the lad. So let's go park up outside. Thank you. On second thoughts, it's closed. So I've just got in, spoke to the security guard. I was like, there's meant to be a cafe on here, whereabouts is it? And he goes, yeah, his door's closed, mate, so not in today. And I'm absolutely gutted about it because I'm craving a jacket potato. I really am. Jacket potato with cheese and beans, can't go wrong with that. Where there's a will, there is a way, that's my saying. And luckily, not really meant to be doing this, but there's 1, 2, 3 units that are all to let, so they're not in business at the moment. Everywhere's shut, all the shutters are down. I'm not blocking any businesses up. Park my truck just here, and there's a cafe in one of the units just around the corner, so meets us. That's the biggest problem about driving class 1s, is parking. And there we are, just over there, unit 90. It's definitely safe to say that jacket potato hit the spot. Absolutely lovely it was. It's just crispy skin, well, crispy-ish, and then just really fluffy inside. Perfect. That's dinner taken care of. Go mate, you come forward. I need the swing. A little bit shaky, but using the other entrance as well to get out, so I have to spin it round. Currently sat outside our clients to make the delivery. I've been here for about 25 minutes now, waiting to get inside. A little bit busy inside, to say the least. There's this truck was waiting to get loaded. There's a truck round the corner getting unloaded or loaded. You've got 2 tankers in there as well, and it's not a big yard as it is. I phoned the office, and unfortunately we're playing a waiting game for a little bit. Got a bit of a tight squeeze to get in here. Try and keep it over as far as I can. Doesn't really help that I got car parts. On the passenger side as well. And then I got a tanker here as well. Love it when the plan comes together. Nice quick unload. And the time already is 10 to 3. Where has the day gone? But the temperature is currently sitting at 26 degrees. So it is very warm today. Got to take it a little bit of a wide swing, but I do need to be careful of the tail swing doesn't damage the cars what are behind us. Hopefully I've got enough of an angle. Oh, that's so close. It's probably about 5 or 6 inches then. Right at the back of the driver's side. Plan of action now is going to our witness depot. Oh, they're doing some filming. Collecting 16 pallets from our witness depot and then making our way back straight to the client we've just been to. Round we go. So about a 5 or 10 minute drive to our witness depot from where we are now. Job 2 getting loaded up. Arriving back at our clients to make delivery of 15 pallets. For 15 pallets, there's a lot of weight on there. It's at least 15 ton, maybe 16 ton. Not too sure if the pallets might be either a ton each pallet or 1200. I've got a feeling it might be nearer the 1200. You have to make sure they're all strapped down and secure. So hazard lights on, so I can park up, speak to the guys. Oh, gate's open already, which is perfect actually. I've got the hazard lights on and then the indicator going to the left, and you've still got these trying to creep forward, so there's no actual trying to reverse in there. Thank you. Well, that didn't go to plan. Yeah, so that just happened. Oh, I've got a sweat on now. Just knocked into the bloody gate. As I was reversing back, you can see on the camera what I can see. But as I'm angling, the trailer headboard is blocked out the passenger side mirror. So as I reverse back, I've not seen the gate starting to close. I've just knocked it. Not caused any damage, just knocked it off the rail. Got pretty lucky with it, really. Let's try and move over a little bit more so it's a bit smoother ground for them. Oh well, that's what happens sometimes. Can't always have perfect days, can we? Had quite a rough 2 days actually, being honest with you. My word. Can't believe that has just happened, and I blame, obviously it's my own fault, I'm the driver, so I've got to take responsibility. However, the 2 cars that you've seen, when I had my indicators on, I was swinging to the left to go out and make the manoeuvre, because I've had to slow down for like 30 seconds to a minute for them to get past. Then when I've gone into my position, the gate's still open. I've started to reverse back and I'm checking my mirrors. Everything's all okay. Looked out that side, all right. Kinked the trailer, can't see anything out the passenger side mirror. And then, obviously, when I've come to where the gate is, still clear on my side, when my head's out the window, just heard the beep, a little bit of a crunch, and I was like, oh, crap. Luckily, the gate has just been pushed off, like the little runner, so it's not like massively damaged. Well, what I can see anyway, and no damage to the trailer either, so that's a good thing as well. And nobody was hurt, that's the main thing. But in this line of work, unfortunately, accidents happen from time to time. At least it opens and closes now, so it's not too badly damaged. It's just too busy, this road. We try and do manoeuvres. Oh, this heat's taken out of me today, look. Drinking plenty of water. Rightio then. Back to witness depot we go again, yes, again. Get loaded up with a trailer load which needs to get dropped off at our hub over in Ashton. Then after delivery in Ashton, we can then make our way back to Haydock, where I start from, and pack up the unit, pack up the trailer, and go home. Time is currently 5:45 already. Wow. I told the guys at Witness we'll be back there for about 4:20. A little bit later than expected due to the gate. Be a nice quick load up by Matty. What is that purple car doing there? Because it shouldn't really be there. It's a little bit dangerous there, bud. It's still trying to go. Even though the lights are on red for everybody on this side, they're trying to creep forward. Time is just approaching 5:50, and we're trying to get back onto the M62 so we can travel to the M6. I was wondering what that was. I thought it was a kid, but I think is it a dog or is it a kid? Yeah, it is a dog. I'm not saying it was an ugly kid, by the way. I'm saying like it could have been someone with like curly hair with a head facing the opposite direction. But yeah, it was a dog sticking its head out the window. Oh my word, what a last couple of days it's been. An absolute nightmare. But tomorrow's a new day, so that's all good. And I'm local tomorrow. Gonna be doing shunting from the yard next door to the yard on the other side of our building. So I'm driving literally 30-40 seconds each way. So I don't think it's going to be a long vlog on Monday, because there's not really a lot I can carry on recording, to be honest with you. So it's a case of just driving 30 seconds and then doing a shunt onto the bay and then doing one or two little things. Not much there for content wise, unfortunately. But I'll try my best, see what we can do. So leave it with me. Why are these all going so slow? I'm only doing 50 miles per hour. I have to go down to 46. With any luck, due to the time of what time I'm going to be getting to Ashton, I reckon it's going to be about 6:15, maybe 6:20. The yard should be pretty quiet, so it should be a quick offload. But it's going to be looking like a 7 o'clock finish. Really ideal of that. And I think I'm in at 5 o'clock tomorrow. So that'll be a 10-hour rest period. Yeah, 10 hours, so just try and work it out then to make sure. It's like, is it 10? Or is it 9? Either way, it's not a big rest period. Got to give a little shout out to Andy from the office. Just give me a phone call then, just as I'm approaching the junction for Haydock, to tell me to don't come off at Haydock, but come off the next junction down to try and avoid Ashton. Because Sir Tom Jones is playing over at Haydock Racecourse tonight, and it's caused absolute murder in regards to traffic around the area. I didn't think he was that popular still, but it shows that a lot of people are still paying a lot of money to go see little old Tom play his old songs. But fair play to the guy. If you got it, you still got the moves, go for it. Only a couple of minutes now away from said transport hub. My mind went completely blank then. It's currently 10 past 8, and yeah, I should be there in the next 10 minutes, I reckon. So around 20 past. Get in and out. Andy's already printing off the labels that I need to relabel some of the pallets, and obviously the accident form is all ready for me to get back and complete. Got to go through insurance just in case there's any major damage, but be on the safe side as well. It's just part of procedures. And like you say, unfortunately, accidents do happen from time to time. You can't beat yourself up with it, because it's bound to happen. I think it happens to every single driver out there once in a while. And so we have it, 20 past 6, back at the yard, put some labels on, and then get unloaded. There's nobody in front of me, so it's going to be a quick unload. There's 4 forklift drivers as well waiting for me inside to get unloaded. So I should be back at the yard, finishing for about 7 o'clock. Not really ideal, but it's better finishing at 7 o'clock on a Thursday instead of being on a Friday, that's for sure. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it a day on the video. So if you did enjoy it, don't forget that like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. As always, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself, keep on trucking. Bye for now.